So let me walk you through a game I just had where my opponent was bad beyond bad. Okay, so the game starts off with me doing the London, just classic London stuff. He decided to challenge my knight. I kept removing. Queen takes that. He challenged my bishop. I took. He took, of course. He probably should have taken with his knight. That way he wouldn't have doubled up pawns. Then I, of course, castled. He castled as well. And the London was finished. And then I moved my queen here because I wanted to keep it. I wanted to have an eye on this square. He decided to attack my queen. I moved it one up. And he challenged my knight. And I, of course, took because it's only defended by my knight. I did not actually. I did take. Did not remember that. But then, I took back. He challenged my knight, attacking my rook. I decided I'd just hang my bishop in one move and give him check. He did not take my bishop, tunnel vision, then I took his knight. Then he moved his queen here, pinning his pawn to his queen. Then I took his bishop. He took with the rook. And then so my goal here was to move my knight and sacrifice it so he'd take with the pawn. And I could take his queen. There's always the possibility he'd take with his queen though, then I would have just blundered a knight. So, and towards the end I was actually planning on taking the pawn, but then he would have saw it, so I decided that I'd just take my chances with this. Um, but then he decided to do the horrible blunder. Attack. He decided he saw that. Oh, I could take his knight, but it's defended by his queen, so I'm just gonna put pressure on the knight, hanging his queen in one move. And then, since he just wanted to be fancy, he decided to take with his rook instead of what he should have done, taken with his pawn. If he took with his pawn, if I did this, it wouldn't be mate. It's that simple. Um, but since he took with his rook, he just blundered mate and won. So let's look at the eval bar throughout this game. Started, I had a 0.2 advantage. I have no idea why. Then when I move my knight here, I guess it's because I'm ahead in development that I got a bigger advantage. He then moved his knight. I don't know why it gave me more of an advantage. Probably because some of the square. Probably because my bishop is controlling these diagonals. Um, pushes pawn one, making like an oval shape. I have no idea why. Give me a 1 advantage. Moves his knight there, giving me a 1.4 advantage. I attacked his knight. Um, he took his bishop. He took, then I castled. Uh, losing most of my advantage actually because I left some of the control of the diagonals. I did not have an advantage, and then it gave me more of an advantage. I took, still having more of an advantage. Attacking my bishop. And I do not know why, but oh, yeah, when he did this move, he just gave me. I got an advantage because of this. But when I did this, But when I did this, I lost my advantage, of course. I moved his queen there, giving me a whole 7 point advantage. Because of the reason I just explained. He took, I moved my knight there, and then he gave me a whole 17 point advantage. Then he gave me mate and won. Cause that's great. Yeah. But my opponent was trash near the end.